Hi guys, OB Dave here.
And I am Ash.
Together we are OB Dave and I am Ash.
Yes.
And I've moved the camera when I was switching it off and then back on again. How's that?
I think that's okay, yeah.
A little bit more feng shui?
No. Not really,
okay,
but
right.
okay. I'm finally feeling human after 4 weeks of being really unwell. Totally appreciate all you guys' comments on obviously the get well wishes and
You weren't praying hard enough. It took her 4 weeks to get better.
That's not their fault.
That's not like you.
No, I know it's not. I got really unwell. I got actually a bit depressed at one point because it was just like everything was an effort and then everything just resulted in a coughing fit which ended up with a headache and then just exhaustion. It was just like, I don't want to do anything.
I'm glad I didn't get it. Because you know if I cough really bad it makes me hiccup.
Really?
You laughed at me for it once. Do you
That
remember
was
when I
one.
coughed and I was like and I nearly puked?
I didn't know you nearly puked.
Yeah, every time I proper
It's just
cough,
your hiccup is so cute. It's like when Dave eats really spicy food. Like we both love spicy food, but sometimes he'll get like that really spicy bit. And that's the way you hiccup. Like it's just the noise.
I eat through the hiccups now. That's the only relief. You just got to power through because they're psychological.
I don't get proper hiccups. I've never in my entire life had proper hiccups. And I remember at one point I used to like wish I could get proper hiccups. Like I get the odd little and then that's done. And then like I used to like to see people like getting hiccups and it's like, why can't I get hiccups? Like to at least experience how it feels to get rid of it. And then I dated someone who suffered chronic hiccups.
Must be miserable.
Oh, it was awful. Like I felt so bad for him. I think it went on for like 2-3 days at one point, and I woke up next to him crying and hiccuping because he was in so much pain from just constantly his whole like everything he did was just hiccuping. He couldn't sleep, he couldn't eat.
They've been proven to be psychological.
Really?
Yeah.
Proven?
Proven
to do my own
to be
research.
psychological. Do your research.
Where did you find this information?
It was a few years ago. I watched a thing that talked about it and referenced studies that have been done and stuff and all of these tricks where you go upside down and hold your nose and drink water. They're all to like pressing the reset button psychologically.
I'm going to do my own research.
Why do you think they say scaring people gets rid of them? There's no physiological thing that happens.
It's to do with the diaphragm. They've always discussed that.
But they're saying
spasming
now
in the
that
diaphragm.
your brain is telling your diaphragm to spasm, not that you've got an uncontrolled spasm.
But why would the brain tell your diaphragm to spasm?
Why would there be such a thing as a cardiac arrest when your brain just starts firing multiple signals everywhere?
That's different. That's a complete disorder. And yes, you have some level of physical effect with your mental state. But you can stop yourself breathing. But you can't slow your heart rate down, no matter how many times you try, physiologically and biologically.
Snipers can.
You cannot.
Yes, they can.
No, you can concentrate to slow your breathing down, which in result slows your heart down, and obviously changing your anxiety levels. But you cannot just say, slow down, and you slow your heart down. You have no physical control over certain parts of your body, like the way your esophagus obviously goes through peristalsis. You don't have physical control over that. Your diaphragm, you don't really have control over its effects and the way it moves. It's physiological response. All right, science moaner over here. I get really arsey.
I can never state anything that I've heard that that hasn't been verified by you personally, because you just go, no, I'm not having that. And I'm like, well, actually, I listen to experts talk about it. I don't know. I didn't do the studies.
Yeah, because
we're going to have an argument now on a reaction.
We're not going to have a reaction. We don't argue. It's just, there's been too many times with people in my life and media that will single out one person's opinion. And it's they've read a few things, but it's not one thing. There is so many factors.
Yeah, but I don't do that. I don't listen to one person talk about something. I listen to people who talk to experts, and I listen to experts talk about things. But I don't just hear some guy on the street saying, this is what happens, and then I go, oh, believe it or not, that's what happens.
I'm referring to those people as well. It's like with the media when they take one section of an entire study and go, oh, scientists have found that bacon causes cancer. It's that was one study, and they don't say that. No study actually says this is what happens. It says this may be the reason. We believe this is the reason.
Welcome to Friday Night Rants with Ash.
I'm sorry. I'll shut my face now. I'll stop.
I'm glad you're feeling better.
I know. Got my sass back.
Right. REN has released a new lyric video. Ooh. You still haven't listened to his whole album, have you?
No, because you told me not to.
I think people in the comments told you not to. I actually said about 2 months ago you're all right to listen to it.
I know,
now.
and the comments went crazy, so no.
Yeah, so 7 Sins official lyric video. I've listened to the whole album multiple times. Absolutely loved it.
Okay.
One of the best albums of 2023 for me.
Okay.
Had a bit of everything, bouncy, happy, depressing, everything in between. So yeah, there you go. Shut your face. REN, 7 Sins.
Okay.
Official lyric video.
I'm always ready for REN.
Almost 6 minutes in. You're well on form tonight. Wow.
Welsh?
I think so.
I lay broken on the kitchen floor. I clawed at the laminate. Pain wandered my body, an uninvited guest. Bones of a home where the devil could rest. I cursed the gods, cursed my messiah, cursed my maker. I cursed all of creation. There I lay, feeble and thin. Sick boy, 7 I say. Have you ever felt pain? Stomach wrenching, unrelenting. Tell me, have you ever felt pain? Condescending, muscles clenching. Tell me, have you ever felt pain? A rose emerges from the pavement cracks. They'll write my eulogy with broken glass. Eternal parallax.
Pain.
Pain the author, I accept this. Pain the teacher, bruised apprentice. Pain resisting, pain will come. Pain the mother, I'm the son. Pain that splits you, and too many hits you. The dark and the light will converge to one. Pain that twists you, the heavens dismiss you. The Father, the Ghost, and the Holy Son. Body bagging me. Zip it up quick, if they things on B. I search for peace in the belly of a beast. Sick boy, onomatopoeia. Running up a fever, following a leader. Wanna be me, huh? Grass isn't greener. Bright lights, he's your dynamite dealer. Dine at the table of the coroner, E-top fuck. 13 years and I've been feeling so stuck. Lucky number 13, just my luck. Empires tumble, rubble and dust. The universe shrinks and the planets combust. In God we trust. God tied a noose to his neck and he walked to the edge and he jumped. Angels wept, I bear witness, watching the whole thing unfold from my bed. A bed where I never deep rest, a bed where I'm always depressed. A bed with the human oppressed, a bed for a tomb where I slept. A bed in the room that's a womb for this mess. Sick boy bitten by a tick boy, tell me how it feels to be buried while you breathe. Stones and sticks boy, pain is a gift boy. Hard to make a stand when you crawl on your knees and I kneel. I kneel at the altar of my own disease and I beg.
It's a terrible place to pause.
We're never going to be able to find a place to pause.
The whole song has just been building and just like one little extra bit per verse. And like, there was no good place to pause that. No,
and the way REN is anyway, it's always been difficult trying to find places to pause because he's firing out and he's so brilliant. I'm really liking the backing music. Like, it's not as poppy and bouncy, but it's obviously got a bit more of a solemn feel to it.
It's darker and that dun is like ominous, isn't it?
And in the beginning, like immediately when they're talking about the pain and obviously then him coming through the pain and have you ever experienced that level and it makes you and it twists you and it bends you. It was the first thing I thought was it must be to do with his illness, and then obviously then he talks about like a tick bite. It's so incredible to be able to like express the pain he must have been feeling with that disease and like how weak and pathetic he would have felt. And like you're saying, like his bed became his tomb and the room became the starting point, the mother,
I think my cousin had Lyme's disease.
Really?
He got bit by a tick in France when they were on a camping holiday.
Wow.
And it's one of those things that I was quite young and it was like I was definitely told he had Lyme's disease, but then recovered. And so I guess there must be degrees to it. Some people get it worse than others, maybe.
It might be to do with people's immune system.
Yeah.
Because my dad got tick bite fever, which isn't Lyme's disease, but he was really, really sick for a really long time. And he said he struggled for years afterwards. But It's not Lyme disease. Lyme disease is on another level.
With Lyme disease, it takes 24 hours of the tick being attached before you get infected.
Yeah.
So like when we take the kids to a deer park sometimes, and that's the prime location for it. But always try and get them in the bath afterwards, or at least when they're getting their pyjamas on, you have a good look, because if you can get it off, they'll be fine.
Yeah, but you need to be careful how you get them off.
I know, you get under it. And
even then, it's better to burn them off.
They give National Trust places give cards that have got a little slit in the
slit
thing.
To scoop them
you
out.
Slide it under it and pop it off.
Fair enough. We used to burn them off to force them to release.
Yeah.
Because obviously they don't. They don't
Anyway, back to the song. Tune.
Absolute tune. It's incredible to... Like, because we know a lot about how much he struggled, and he talks about it here and there, but he's never really talked about it like this, and like how it's changed him.
Doesn't the red and black aesthetic feel very like dark and evil?
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
It's funny, it's always associated with things like that, like the V for Vendetta sign is that
Nazi
colour.
party.
Yeah.
Like the red and black thing just has a very shocking sort of aesthetic.
But you see it in nature, like a lot of snakes are red and black, and then like the black widow spider
Diamondback?
is red.
Is that red and black?
Which one?
The diamondback.
I think you might be right, actually. I'm not 100%. I'm not very familiar with snake species.
My only knowledge comes from watching Naked and Afraid. That's it.
Hurry while you breathe. Stones and sticks, boy. Pain is a gift, boy. Hard to make a stand when you crawl on your knees, and I kneel. I kneel at the altar of my own disease, and I beg this guy for mercy. Mercy never came. Life did me dirty. 33 and hurting, cursing. Jesus died at 33, and still my sins are lurking. Gears are turning, future stays uncertain. Surgeon incision, murder ambition. Fear of the unknown preserves a religion. Denounced the gods when my body went missing. Back then, the pain spray ricochet like a Mac 10. Hot lead hit the bed that was trapped in. Red wings, seraphim out of God's grace. Cried tears from heaven like Clapton. Stick pins in the voodoo Hendrix. Thick skin, stay humble Kendrick. Stay skeptic, check the biometrics. Bloodstained crime scene forensic. Lights on, lights out. Fade into the background. So down. Running from the silhouette of self-doubt. By now, really should have figured this shit out. Lights on, lights out. Smackdown. Let it be. Quote John Lennon. Click clack, John got shot for attention. What does that tell you about the good of intentions? Bitterness formed in a storm of aggression. Prophets get dropped, imagining heaven. Martin Luther, Mahatma, or Dada. 6-6 followed by 6 and 7. Build them, praise them, bury them, dead. I was born to be half a man with half a chance. My heart isn't half righteous. Half is down and half a gram. Hard those troubles and thoughts stay darker than a Rukai master plan. Sharper than glass shards, splinter and cinnamon. Irony could kill a man. Pain makes money when the music lands. Expand, pay me my cheese, rain down parmesan. Followed by 7 whole sins for a self-made Armageddon. Sin 1, pride makes a man kill a man for his ego to survive. Sin 2, lust makes the grass look greener, crucifies trust. Sin 3, gluttony, humans consume and consume. Planet Earth gets a frontal lobotomy. 4, sloth, rinse and repeat, reruns, repeat, time lost. Sin 5, envy, that's when one man's win is another man's frenzy. Sin 6, wrath, rage, vengeance, killers, psychopath. Sin 7, greed plants a seed that will destroy us all if we succumb to greed. If we take what we need and take more than we need, then our oceans will bleed. Still we feed and we sleep and repeat. Then we exile the shepherds and follow the sheep. We inherit the meat, we inherit this world that we bruise and we beat. We inherit this vanity, circles of creeds. Inherit the liars, the murderous thieves. One sin for every one day of the week.
That is so excellent.
Yeah.
That is such a tune. So good. When he came to like obviously the 7 deadly sins and he starts talking about vengeance, the voice he puts on that, the little singing chorus as well. He's obviously layered it. There's not anyone else included, is there?
I've just closed it, but I don't think so. I think that was all him.
All him.
It sounds like it to me.
Vocal ranges is unbelievable. He's such a dude. That music was just fantastic. I love his lyrics. I love how he's not the same kind of music every single time. He does change. And it was so heartfelt as well. Like, I love how much he shares about his journey and his expression and obviously how he's suffered through all of this.
Yeah.
And still tries to maintain himself. Like, to be cursing like your maker, to be in that much pain that you're just like, just take me.
Yeah.
And then to be referencing that like Jesus died at 33 and he's still there, you know, suffering for his sins and things. It's intense, like, what people go through.
Tune.
Yeah.
That second to last section where it became really bass heavy,
Yeah.
and it was doing that kind of sort of movement. There was like a bass line that was kind of going like that,
Yeah.
which is the technical term for it before anyone asks. that was sick. Like, do you hear anyone with beats like that making music like that at this point?
No, not at all.
You just don't
He
do.
is so unique. He is so fantastically unique, and I love it.
Like I said ages ago, he makes REN music.
He does.
Just makes REN music.
What is it? Is it someone called it Ren Bard or
Bardcore or something. But I think Bardcore people, like storytelling stuff, gets lumbered in. I think that's a genre.
It must
but
be.
I think like Ren's style of it, whatever you want to call it, is unmistakably him.
Or maybe he's Ren Core.
Maybe.
Is he coming to... Oh, no, you closed it. That's somebody else coming to Manchester.
No, that's the
oh,
next,
my God.
That's the next one.
I got really excited. I was like, Ren's coming to the UK.
If and when Ren tours, we'll be going though.
Oh, yeah, definitely. No matter how much the tickets cost.
Yeah.
We're going.
Yeah, so there you go. Right. Make sure you like and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well.
Yes.
And suggestions below for what else to react to, as always. And we will see you soon.
Bye, guys.